Mack. Like, talk
Oh
about,
man,
you know,
that's the LeBron James effect. Like we a lot of times we try to find like compare a player to LeBron James in NFL. Khalil Mack has that LeBron James effect. Like the defense was good, but he has elevated the play of the guys around him, and that's a sign of a true leader, right? Like when
mhm.
it's not just about you. It's about the people around you. Like, how do you elevate the players around you? And you see, they feed off of his energy. Um, they feed off his playmaking ability. And he's obviously him himself. He's a force, right? I mean, against the Detroit Lions, he ran through that tackle. It's like he ran through two or three people to sack Stafford, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, that's money well spent, right? We talk about sometimes players are paid too much money, but listen, that is money well spent because Khalil Mack is a beast. And, you know, when's the last time a player went to the Pro Bowl as a linebacker and a defensive end? You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
this dude he does it all, right? And so the defense is lights out. I love what Matt Nagy has done with this team because um, when they lose, like they had to win games without Khalil Mack, right? And they did that. And then now most recently, um,
Trubisky's out.
Trubisky was out. They won without him. Now last week, this is what I think the issue was last week with the Giants because they got, how do I say this? Um, they threw the ball too much with Chase Daniels. Now I know Chase. I played with Chase in New Orleans for a couple years. And so Chase is good. And they talk about how he's an extension of the offensive coordinator and of the coaches, which he is. He's a very smart quarterback, right? And so the one thing I had the issue with when they played the Detroit Lions, they got away with it. They threw the ball like 40-something times with the backup quarterback, right?
I
And so I was like, okay, you got away with it once. And then I thought Trubisky was coming back, right? And he didn't. And they started throwing it a lot again, right? And so that's the point to me. You got Jordan Howard back there. You got Tariq Cohen, who's balling out this year. Rely more on the run game, right? Because I love Chase, but he's still a backup quarterback for a reason, right? And there's no shade on him. I love him. But you throwing a football 40-plus times in a game where you don't need to do that. Like, the Giants aren't that team that's just going to come out and just destroy you, right? Like, you don't have to, you're not playing the Saints or the Steelers or the Patriots. Like, you run the football, chew up the clock, be conservative, a little more conservative, and let's get out here with the win because that's the ultimate goal. Now, Chase ended up, with some costly turnovers, and, that's the one thing you worry about with backups is turning the football over, and that's what he did. So I thought Matt Nagy kind of, he kind of lost his way a little bit and should have ran the football a lot more.
Gotcha. I agree. And I think the Bears, I like Trubisky. I was a little unsure about him last year. I knew they took him second overall,
A
but
lot of people were.
Watching him this year, I feel like every game I watched him in, he got a little bit better, and I can deal with that. So I think he's taking steps. And plus, it's nice when you have a young guy who has a good defense, like kind of Russell Wilson has a good defense. That way, it's like they're always going to kind of keep you in games. You're not going to go have to like win it with your arm every week.
Nobody wants to see the Chicago Bears in the playoffs, I promise you. When Trubisky, when he comes back this week, and this is going to be a good test for him because I think they're playing the Rams. Are they playing the Rams?
The Bears are playing. Yeah, they're playing the Rams.
Playing the Rams. This is going to be the ultimate test for that defense. And
Mac and Don. Oh, that's going to be good.
If they end up winning this football game, I promise you, I still think even if they don't, nobody wants to see the Chicago Bears right now. They got a top 5 defense in just about every category possible. They're leading the NFL in turnover differential. The last time they did that was 1985 when what everybody considers the greatest team ever assembled, Chicago Bears 1985 team. So they won the Super Bowl the last time they led the NFL in turnover differential. They're top 5 in third downs, so which means they're getting off the field. They're getting offenses off the field. They're top 5 in run defense. They might even be number 1 or 2 right now. So that means teams are not chewing up the clock against them. So they're getting the football back to their offense. They're getting their offense more possessions, more opportunities. And when you have a quarterback in the offense that's playing like they are right now, that's a recipe for a Super Bowl. And so I think they're the sleeper right now because not enough people are talking about them. But after they win this division, I promise you, people don't want to see Chicago Bears in playoffs.
Speaking of